Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today I'm here with my good buddy Al in Japan. Hello, Al.
Hey, welcome.
How's it going?
Pretty darn good. It's lovely weather here. We've got this
Lovely
perfect
weather.
time in spring. It's sunny, cool breeze, at least in Osaka, and it is not humid yet, so it's still dry. Very pleasant. Lovely, lovely, lovely day here.
It's a perfect day for
Beer.
absolutely. And what we have for you is a new one from Kirin. And the name of this beer is Kirin Ichiban Shibori White Beer. And this
Yes.
is a pale lager. I assume they don't specify the style, but I'm going to call it that because it does have some adjuncts in it. It's not all malt. This was released on the 15th of the month, last month, and 15th of April in 2025. And it is a 5% alcohol beer. And Kirin doesn't put out a lot of new beers, and apparently this one took them 3 years in the development
Oh,
process to come up with this beer. It
hmm.
is unfiltered and it has barley malt, wheat malt, and some unmalted wheat, and one more ingredient, which is corn. And that is the
Mm.
adjunct that I was talking about. So generally, we consider an all malt beer to be a premium lager. If it has adjuncts, something like corn, cornstarch, things like that, it will be considered a pale lager, so a slightly
Hmm.
lesser category. This beer costs 204 yen at the store, very affordable. And that would be $1.42 in US dollar terms. If you're counting in euros, it would be €1 and 26 cents. So the beer, the ingredients don't specify wheat malt, but on the front, it does say komugi, which means
Hmm.
wheat. So it does have wheat. And that doesn't specify whether it's whether it's malt or unmalted wheat. But the website I read has barley malt, wheat malt, and unmalted wheat.
Right.
So, uh, and white beer, this might be unusual to mainstream beer drinkers, but there is, of course, a style called wit beer, which is made primarily from wheat. And this is not a wit beer, though. A wit beer generally tends to have coriander and some orange peel or some kind of spicing added to it. And it's quite noticeably different from a regular lager beer. This
Hmm.
one is a pale lager and it does contain some wheat. I don't think we would consider it a wheat beer, but perhaps a wheat lager, but in any case. So Al, what do you know? Anything else you know about this beer?
Well, I tried to look up a little bit. It does say, you did point out that the ingredient, the name, the first ingredient, what was the name of that in Japanese?
Bakuga.
Bakuga, yeah, Bakuga. And it was a reminder that that refers to malt, but that includes both barley and could be wheat malt or other kinds of malts, perhaps.
It
Perhaps.
could, yeah. Yeah.
Um, it does say on the can in Japanese that it has a Hanayaka Nakauri, so it's got a floral character, supposedly. It does, Ichiban Shibori is known as being an all malt beer. The standard is all malt, but this one is not all malt. Of course, it's not all barley malt. It's got, of course, the wheat and has corn in it, which is
An
kind of
adjunct.
concerning. I
Yeah.
I'm trying not to
Yeah,
be
no.
disappointed.
Well, brewers do this to both lower their costs and to lighten up
Y-
the body of a beer.
Yeah,
You can make more
you
beer
mentioned
with
200 yen,
less
and
expensive
that
ingredients
makes sense because it's a more like 250 or 60 for an all malt beer, more or less these days.
these days. Yes.
The
Yeah.
like the creative series from Sapporo, that was I think
Yeah,
about
Visa.
270 that I bought recently. So
Right.
they're saving money, and but again, hopefully it doesn't compromise the flavor. That's all I can say.
We
That's my
will find
positive take.
out. We will find out. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So again, Kirin doesn't come out with a lot of beers. This is a new one for them and a new one for us.
They're
Shall we
second in over a decade.
You
So
own
they
that.
have really been conservative.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple million cases, and they said in a little blurb in English, I read that it was aimed or targeted at kind of people who do not drink beer regularly.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm not sure.
So,
That's another thing that's kind of is that a alarm bell, or is that something that
well, for us, it could be. For non-beer drinkers, it might be
yeah.
a
So I'm ex
Pavlov's dog bell or something. I don't know.
we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
people who aren't
Okay.
regular beer drinkers might, they don't want to put anybody off, of course. Should we give
Okay.
this a go, Al?
Yeah, let's give it a go here before I ponder too much,
Before you pop it off.
before I let all my
Disappointment.
negative thoughts take over. Okay, here we go. Well,
All right. Okay. Well, let's take a
well,
look at this. They did say it was unfiltered, and it is clearly
yeah,
an unfiltered beer. So you
yeah.
cannot see.
Um, it has a nice head, which you would expect from a wheat beer, right? That tends
Yeah,
to enhance the foam a bit.
absolutely. Hmm.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's try the aroma.
Hmm.
Bit
Smells malty.
of fruitiness.
Hmm.
I think the wheat is there. I mean, that the floral character.
Hmm. Yeah, kind of an earthy floral. Not bad.
Absolutely. So this is different, clearly different from the regular Ichiban Shibori in terms of the
Hmm.
aroma.
Yeah, it's a lighter color for sure.
Absolutely. And of course, Ichiban Shibori is completely clear. Yours seems clearer than
Yeah.
mine. Why?
Well, that's probably the light. That's maybe the light from the window, or I just didn't pour as vigorously as you did.
In any case, yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's try the flavor. Cheers.
Okay, kampai. Boink.
Very light, sweet malt.
Mm. Yeah, it said on the can also mentioned not just floral, but it mentioned mild
Yeah,
in Japanese, I think. So
quite mild.
yeah, it's a very mild. It's got a bit of flavor. It's not undercut too much by the corn or the adjuncts, I don't think.
No,
It's okay.
I think the wheat does come in a bit.
Mm.
Definitely, it's not all barley.
Yeah, it's definitely a lighter style. And yeah, I think they're aiming obviously for, summer, moving into summer.
Absolutely.
It's
Mid
the
palate
right time.
definitely a hint of bitterness in the mid palate.
Yeah, it's pretty balanced. Again, on the mild side, there's not too much malt there's no overpowering malt, no overpowering bitterness, but they're there
Yeah,
in modest amounts.
modest amount. And the body is light, but it's enough, I think. It's not watery.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's fair. Okay,
I think I think what
that's
really
okay.
makes this good is the corn.
Ouch,
No, of
ouch.
course, of course. Yeah. So not as much wheat in evidence as we would probably expect, but definitely it's there.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is Ichiban Shibori. Yeah,
Yeah,
very light, thin, a bit more. The wheat, as it warms up a bit, I think the wheat is coming out a little bit more.
yeah. It's definitely lighter than Ichiban Shibori.
Mm.
It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
okay.
okay. I would,
It's okay.
if I had a glass in front of me, I'd definitely drink it.
So if you were not a beer drinker, a regular beer drinker, would you say, wow, beer is good?
It's very approachable. I think if that's what they're aiming for, they succeeded in that. It's very
It is
approachable.
approachable.
It's
Yeah,
got a little bit of flavor. It's got a little bit of citrus note in it,
it
which
does.
is
It
nice.
does. Mhm.
A little bit of kind of refreshing.
Mhm. That said, I don't think I would drink more than one at a time at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
this
I
would
don't
be a
know if I would
starter beer,
if I would
maybe.
buy this again, really. I
Yeah.
don't think.
If it's a choice between this and Asahi Super Dry, pick this
Okay,
one.
okay, all right. That's
Yeah,
unfair,
that's
unfair
the
comparison.
bottom of the barrel. This is not the bottom of the barrel here, so yeah. Oh well,
Bottom
so
of the
we
can.
found something positive to say.
Okay, all right. That is positive. Well, for a beer they developed over a 3-year period, I don't know if they, you know, I hope they get their money's worth out of it. I
Yeah,
assume we did at 204 yen.
yeah, yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's worth a drink. If you're curious, try it out. What the heck?
Yeah, yeah, certainly do. You'll see this a lot in supermarkets, convenience stores. I haven't seen
It's
as much as some of the other new releases recently, but it's definitely out there. So you
it's
can go and
pretty
give it a try.
available. Yeah, I've seen it in a lot of places. Pretty
Yeah.
available.
So to give it a try and send us a note,
Yeah.
send us a
Uh-oh.
comment, and let us
There we
know
go.
what you thought about this beer. Whether you're a irregular beer drinker or if you're one of the
Yeah,
moderately moderate beer drinkers or a heavy beer
more of a
drinker. Let us know.
medium drinker. Yeah.
Medium drinker.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
thanks,
the
Al.
gateway. This is the gateway beer, I guess, is
A
what they're
gateway. A
trying.
gateway to what?
I don't know. Who knows?
It's all
Gateway to
downhill.
drink
Okay.
something like sake instead. I don't know.
All right.
Give up on beer.
Thank you very much, Al.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, you take care. All
Yeah,
right,
we'll do. You
everybody,
too.
stay healthy, drink good beer. Bye bye.
Definitely. Bye all.